season, it's time for some new TV favorites. I realized that my list was getting longer and longer, so it was probably time to put it together. So these favorites will be August favorites, maybe August, September. Let's talk about the shows that I've been watching lately and really enjoying, starting with Younger Season 5. I've definitely talked about this show before because I've enjoyed it from the first season up until now. I'm in this season. Some choices that Liza made, I'm just, probably wouldn't have made those choices, but I always feel like, one, the episodes go by way too fast. I think it's only like 20-30 minutes episode, so at the end of every one I'm always like more. And then the season always ends too quickly, so I always feel like all I do is just wait for Younger to come back. So but yeah, I enjoyed season 5. I'm excited for more. Orange is the New Black season 6, for me at least, is such an easy show to watch and just kind of so enjoyable that I really get pulled into this world that I just kind of watch episode after. I like just binge watched it. Pretty much. I was just like, all right, well, we're just watching Orange is the New Black now. I'll screw everything else that I was watching until that came out. So, I mean, to me at least, every season has been consistently good and they really keep telling the story and I keep wanting to know what happens to these characters. So, Into the Badlands season 3. Now, I feel like this show doesn't get enough love because it's so good. And if you haven't watched it, please just watch the first season or give like a few episodes a shot. It takes place in a world, it's like a post-apocalyptic.
Okay. Post-apocalyptic world.
Now the lands are controlled by barons, what they call barons, and there's a lot of cool things going on. Lots of really cool fights, really great story, really great performances. And this is one show that I just enjoy taking a journey into their world. Like, I just think it's such a compelling world. I love finding out what the characters go through and what's going to happen to them next. I don't know. I just love it. I like this new season. I was kind of annoyed that it ended because, of course, cliffhanger. So looking forward to season 4. The 100 season 5. So the good news is I finally caught up to the 100. I know it took forever, but I finally did it. There were ups and downs for me. I didn't love everything or every storyline. I mean, that finale though, I was like, what? I mean, if you have seen it, you know what I'm talking about. But wow, by the end of it, I was like, yep, I'm so ready for season 6 right now because I need to know what happens next. And with an E. Oh my God. A friend recommended that show to me. And at first I was like, oh yeah, I'll watch it eventually. And just kind of, you have your queue. And then sometimes you have all these shows that you plan on watching at some point, but it just never happens. But finally I was like, I'm going to watch the show because I wanted something cute. And I was like, maybe I'll watch it and see if I enjoy it. And I started watching it. Oh my God, it is the cutest show ever. I could not stop it. I watch a lot of, sometimes shows that are not as uplifting. Lots of depressing things a lot of times, which I love. It's great. But Anne with an E is complete opposite of that. And it's so sweet and so cute. And it's based on novel Anne of Green Gables, which I haven't read. I don't know anything about actually. I didn't expect to get so addicted to it, but yes, if you're looking for something a little lighter, really cute, that's just so easy to watch and put you in a good mood, highly recommend it. And the good news is Netflix, and I think it also airs in Canada, so whatever channel airs it in Canada, so they've picked it up for a 3rd season, which will air in 2019, so that's the good news. It's not over yet. We're gonna get more of it. So make sure to check it out. Fate Stay Night, Unlimited Blade Works. Story focuses on the 5th Holy Grail War. It's a secret magical tournament where 7 participants called Masters and their servants, who are reincarnated legendary heroes, fight to the death. And so they fight for the Holy Grail. The masters control the servants and the servants kind of battle, but the masters also have some sort of abilities, like whether it's magical or whichever. There's some great fight scenes, some great moments. it's only 2 seasons long, so there's an end to the story, which I really appreciated because it wasn't like 17 seasons long like some animes are. So this one has an ending. You can watch it pretty quickly. Each episode is about like 25 minutes. So I did some research about it a little bit because I was confused because there's another show that's called Fate Stay Night, and then there's Fate Zero, which is a prequel, but then it's not a prequel to the one that I watched. It's a prequel to another. I don't know. It was really confused. So what I gathered from this is that it's based on a visual novel called Fate Stay Night. And from what I understand, that novel has actually 3 different storylines that the character takes depending on who I think the love interest is. And so you have Fate Stay Night, which is like the Fate path, which is not the one I watched, but that's like the first one I think that they made. Then there's the Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works, which is the one I watched, but that's like a different path that he takes. And then there's another one that's Heaven's Gate, I think, which I think they're making into an anime, but it's not out yet. And so Fate Stay Night, like the Fate one, the first one, I think you have to watch that one. And then the Fate Zero is a prequel to that one. But I think the Unlimited Blade Works, which is the one I watched, is like a separate entity, or it's not really related to, I mean, it's related, but it's not, I think the prequel is connected to the very first one that I did not watch yet. I don't know, very confusing. I was very confused. I spent way too much time looking into this, trying to figure it out. But that's just kind of some backstory into this anime. In case you decide to watch it and you get confused, I've done research for you. So now I kind of want to watch the original, or like the other one, the other Fate Stay Night, the Fate Path one, and then maybe watch the Fate Zero at some point as well, because that would be cool. But if you're looking for a new anime, I recommend that one. I think that one was recommended to me at some point somewhere, and it was on my list, and I finally did it. See, at some point I do watch things. It just takes me like, sometimes years, but I will do it at some point. And right now, I'm gonna move on to what I'm watching right now. Right now, I'm actually rewatching a show that I've definitely talked about here, and that's Skam. It's that Norwegian show. It's in the vein of Skins, and it follows some high schoolers and just kind of their day-to-day lives, with their love lives, their drama and troubles and everything. It's just kind of a teen type of show. I love those. I don't know. I just felt like rewatching it because I loved it so much the first time that I watched it. I've already watched the show, so obviously know what's happening. But what I didn't expect to happen now that I'm rewatching it is that I'm getting as obsessed with it as the first time that I watched it, which I'm like, how? Why? You already know what's happening. But sometimes the episodes are so short. Like sometimes they're 15 minutes, sometimes they're 20 minutes. But I'm just like, compulsively keep playing the next episode, and I'm like, what's happening? Obviously you've seen this, but that's just, I think, a testament to how good and compelling the show and the stories and the actors are, because I just keep wanting to watch more. I'm like, oh my god, I love this show so much. I can't believe that I waited so long to rewatch it. So the reason I wanted to mention that is because, well, that's what I'm watching right now and loving, but also because maybe some of you haven't watched it yet, and I highly recommend you watch it if you haven't watched it yet. You can find it on Daily Motion. Search for Skam, Skam. Search for it, season 1 and 2. It should have like the full season subtitled, so you can enjoy it. And since I mentioned Skam being in the vein of Skins, if you haven't seen Skins, I highly recommend you watch that as well. It's a UK show. It's on Netflix in the US. So that's it for TV shows, but I've also been spending some time watching a few Netflix movies. I just wanted to highlight 3 that I really enjoyed. The first one is To All the Boys I've Loved Before. Such a cute romantic comedy, and it just put me in such a good mood. It was cute. Sometimes I just need like romantic comedy type films and just be happy for the rest of the day, The next one was The Kissing Booth, which also is very cute, I thought. If you're looking for another cute romantic kind of comedy with teens and all of that, that one's cute too. And finally, The Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society. Now, I have to thank Netflix for this one because it started playing the trailer, because Netflix is smart. and they know that's how they get you. And so I'm watching the trailer and I'm like, oh, that looks cute. I decided to just watch it because why not? I'm like, sure, Netflix, you just apparently you know what I want more than me. It was such a good movie. The theme here with the movies is that they're all really cute, really romantic. That was kind of my phase this past month, I guess. This one is not teen related, so if you don't like the teen type movies, then this one you might like if you just want more like a romantic grown-up kind of film. That's it. I think those are the ones that I really enjoyed this past month. As always, I would love to know what you guys are watching. And yeah, so share in the comments. I am like so out of it. I don't even know what's coming back this fall. I mean, I see some advertising for things, but yeah, I've been really bad like at keeping track of things. So I have no idea. I'm gonna have to like start making lists or tracking a few things to figure out. I do know that Poldark is coming. I have it on my calendar. Like, I'm excited about that. So thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you very soon, hopefully. Oh, and if you want to keep in touch with me, see what I'm up to, you can always follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Sandrine. Thank you guys, and I will see you soon. Bye!